My mind seems sound. Do you know which way my world goes round? Feel like I'm going fast, but I'm not making any ground. Do you know which way my world goes round? I tried the search engine, but that turned out bad. My eyes were bugging out from all the pop-up ads. Do you know which way my world goes? One step forward and a half step back. Do you know which way my world goes round? Would be a big step for me if you could see where I'm at. Do you know which way my world goes round? Now look at me regress from all this desperation, just into that line with a damn preposition. Do you know which way my world goes round? Then she left me with this monkey. She wiped my nose and she took off and running. If I could grow up, I notice how I'd act. Spend my grown-up time trying to find my way back. Do you know which way my world goes round? Do you know which way my world goes? See which way my world goes round. Let Major Tom check out my outer side face. I hope he sees which way my world goes round. Tell my wife and kids I miss them, and I hope the phone at dawn if I could tell which side of Earth the burning sun is on. I hope to see which way my world goes round. I hope to see which way my world goes round. I hope to see which way my world goes.
My apartment has an old couch. My apartment has a chair. My apartment has an old coat hanging on a coat hanger over there. There's a mailbox that I open. It gets deeper and darker every day. Hey, hey, hey. I think I'll have this place rented out. I'll hide inside, then somebody else can come and stay. They'll pay the rent and stay with me in their apartment. My apartment has a TV tray staring at me the same old way. It holds my paper plates the same old way while I watch those morons play Wheel of Fortune every day. What an unfortunate game. I think I'll have this place rented out. I'll hide inside and somebody else can come and stay. They'll pay the rent and stay with me. Their apartment. My apartment has a scene I turn on and it plays old Larry King. I hear him say some similar things about some not so similar things. Some fat guy's pushing a book and he's telling me how to cook. Or some good looking guy I can't even see is telling me how to buy a look. Come pay the rent and stay with me. Come stay with me and pay the rent. Come pay the rent and stay with me. In my apartment, in your apartment, oh, my apartment. From 1990. Hi, everybody. Tell your friends I'm coming on earlier on Wednesdays now. Eight o'clock instead of 9. Hey, brother. Hey, Michael. My friend's pup just threw up in the kitchen by the door. That bad boy sure ain't good, with his number 2 falling on my floor. Who knew that you were the good dog? Who knew? 'Cause when I whistle you do come at a steady pace, and no matter where from, and you sit there so politely and wag your tail while I strum. And I think, who knew that you were the good dog? I didn't know. Now I do. Now the bone I found underground was not in your lost and found. Took me 6 years to get a clue, but for you it seemed like 42. it's you. Who knew that you were the good dog? Here boy, here boy, here boy, here boy, here boy. I'll get it. Ha! Oh, good dog. Thank you very much. Hi, Catherine. Hello there. Good to see you. Hey, so I'm streaming tonight. I should, if things are all going well. I'm streaming tonight on YouTube as well. I got a small audience over there on YouTube. Hello to YouTube. I don't know if anybody's watching there. On Twitter, even smaller. But anyway, Periscope, I think they call it on Twitter. Anyway, chime in if you're watching. Say hi, so I know you're there. And then we can just move forward. Or we'll move forward either way. We will move forward. I'm stuck on this song. I might re-record this song and put it on my ongoing album called It's My First Pandemic. It's at toddbirch.com. Only. That's the only place that one is. But this one I think fits the pandemic. If anything can fit a pandemic. As long as I'm alive, I'm gonna keep up this fight. I may be wrong, I may be right, but I'll never stop the drive. I'll maybe need another hero. I'll maybe need to point the which way to go. As long as I'm alive, I'm gonna keep up the fight. As long as I feel young, I'm gonna keep up the run. I may be burning, baby, under the sun, may put a little bit of poison on my tongue. I may be lying, yes, it's true. I'll do my talking from a telephone booth. As long as I feel young, I'm gonna keep up the run. As long as I'm still free, I'll keep on running through the trees. I'll shed my cotton for a leaf, then watch my neighbor's disbelief. I'll never watch the evening news. They can't be watched while they're watching you. As long as I'm still free, I'll keep a running through the trees. As long as I'm still free, I'll keep a running through the trees. As long as. I can relate to that song. Yeah. I think this is a love song. This was recorded by a band called 63 Eyes. I happen to sing in that band. Let's make some things to remember, some love to linger on. Later on, try and figure what the hell went wrong. Let's pretend it's special, absolutely complete, very close to being edible, strong but not too sweet. A completed facial, a little blush on the cheek. Yeah, we'll brush some innocence on this new phase of dated make-believe. They say the good ones are taken. Maybe that's true. Let me take you, baby. I'll be bad with you. I'll be bad with you. Eventually you'll have to go, but too much running is bound to wear a hole down in your soul. I claim the shameless in me James. I yell it like it was true. I'll be so bad with you. I'll be so bad with you. Bad with you. Bad, 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 bad. Hey, Jared King, watching on. Hey, Jim. Jared, I think's over. I think's on the West Coast, California. Deep in the valley, 80 miles from our home, sits a family cabin with 12 beds and a buck stove. There's a deer head on the wall beside the bear, beside the elk. They didn't see it coming, didn't know to ask for help. The freezer in the cellar holds frozen calls of the wild. Thaw it, cook it, it'll energize us all. Pap and Uncle, the cousins and me are locked and loaded to the T. The whole 9 yards is begging to be popped off in the trees. Rise and shine, it's killing time. When you look them in the eye, you'll see the love of this green earth and the reflection of the you that you once were back at birth. So I sit here in Pap's tree stand, making things a bit unfair. Frozen nose and toes, a runny nose and frozen toes, makes me wish I was back there, you know back where, back at work, bitching about my boss, having a laugh at his expense, while wishing I was in some tree, dreaming about dropping meat. Dropping meat. Jared's in Columbia. I was off a ways. You know, most history over the years, and that's the way history stretches out that way over the years, has been written by men. That's where the song comes from. Called Adam of Eve. I came here to set the record straight, but my fear has reduced me to this whisper. I fear my story might disappear as my past gets passed down and rewritten all around. We men have owned this story since we men invented man, since we've been bending minds, since all written history began. And while in my moment of weakest thought I caught her with her back turned while she was busy taking care of me and everything I've ever known or ever heard or ever seen. That story about my rib was quite a fib, as the truth is she preceded me. First thing I remember, I woke up bawling, there she was. First it was she, then it was me. in my deepest green of envy for her in all her strength and her beauty, her beauty. I wrote the blurb that blurred all history. I wrote the blurb that blurred all history. I told my story to the stars. I told my story to the sun. But when I told my story to the serpent, this is when it caught on and on. I told my story to the stars. I told my story to the sun. But when I told my story to the serpent, this is when it caught on and on and on and on. She was everything I needed her to be. 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 Adam of Eve, right there. So how's everybody doing? You doing okay? You all right? Check in. Where are you watching from? We got people from Colombia, Canada, Princeton, West Virginia, well, Florida, Floridians, maybe Paris. I haven't seen Dad check in. He might not realize that I'm going on at 8. Maybe I should have texted my dad. There's a path we all take, but it splits at some point. Some know where it goes, and others they just don't. Some choose to walk on blind, while others choose to see. They believe, yes, they believe. Some will grab for the hand of the man they say they know, as they walk with him towards a light that they have never known. I can't say I know him, but the thought of him is sweet. believe this. I believe there's a church in the valley and it sits on River Road by an old house with a widow walk. A new family calls it home, with a 2,000-year-old faith that they found on their knees. They believe. They believe. Years ago I lost my way, so I looked for my home. So I went back, but all I knew had changed or had moved on. I hoped like hell that heaven would come shining down on me. Could I believe? Could I believe? But I never felt a hand, never found a promised land, never had a revelation bringing instant salvation. But I took the time to know that now I found the time to breathe. Forgot about the me, myself, and the I of my dream. I believe this. I believe. I believe this, I believe. Thank you so much. Have you seen my tip jar? It's awful nice. Let me show this. Oh yeah. If you can reach that from where you are, that'd be awesome. But you know, you have to go to toddbirch.com to find my tip jar if you want to do it virtually. I can move it around there and do weird stuff to it myself because I'm just right here. Yeah, okay. Can't see Mom and Dad's comments, huh? Well, hi Mom, hi Dad. Maybe we'll figure that out, but sorry I can't see your comments. I thought the comments were light for tonight. Maybe there's an issue, but sorry about that, folks. I'm getting them from it looks like I'm getting them from my Facebook page. I don't know which one though. It doesn't tell me. with this new streamer I've got going on here. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about some albums. I got these albums behind me here, and I've been listening to record albums. You remember record albums, LPs? Let's see. Anybody have this? This is Life's Rich Pageant by REM. Did you watch? There's something on Netflix right now, and it's about songwriting, and it's I've watched a couple of them. But anyway, one is on an REM song, their most famous song. You know what it is. It's not on here. Anyway, I dig that record. So next week I'm going to do my show at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. It's going to be all cover songs, and I'm going to play some covers by maybe at least one. I've got to do at least one by this man. Do you recognize him? Oh yeah, Willie Nelson. There's a great song on here. If you have not heard, listen to me. You got to hear this. If you've not heard this song by Willie Nelson, it's very easy to find now. You can go on YouTube sometime. Wait until you're done with this, and listen to a song called "I Hope So." I Hope So by Willie Nelson. It's not like a famous song by any stretch. He's got so many, but I'm guessing he wrote it in the early 60s and performed it. Willie Nelson. But yeah, next week I'm going to do all covers, and this is an album I got recently, just simply because I dig the look of it. I love Dean Martin, but I mean, we never met or anything, but I really love Dean Martin, and this album cover, I love the artwork and the way it's laid out. But there's something really quite cool about the simplicity of that. What else? And this is not like a better known Gordon Lightfoot song. Speaking of Canadians, look how he looks pretty hip there, Gordon Lightfoot. Dig it. Dig those shoes, man. Anyway, when did this come out? This is called Salute. And it's really not my favorite Gordon Lightfoot album. And I've never heard anybody say it's their favorite. But I'm sure it's somebody's. But there's a song on here that just kills me. It's so beautiful. It's called Tattoo. And for years, I've been kind of like wanting to write a song that made me feel like I do when I listen to Tattoo. It's just such a beautiful song. You can find it easily. Listen to Gordon Lightfoot's Tattoo and Willie Nelson's I Hope So. Anyway, I'm just basically telling you that next week, on Wednesday, I'm going to do all covers. I just decided to do that. I won't be doing this probably. Here's Gershwin. I got this maybe 20 years ago at a flea market. Rhapsody in Blue. I dig that album cover too. Okay, isn't that enough? And they are shipped off. I've shipped the things off, and on my birthday next month. My birthday comes on the 25th of November. Write that down, because it's an important day. Todd Burge's birthday is on the 25th of November. That's me, and my daughter made this album art for me, and the album comes out on the 25th on my birthday. I recorded this live album in Parkersburg. There's if you go to my website, there's 21 tracks, but it wouldn't fit on the CD. But two of the tracks are you can only download them from my my website. But anyway, you can pre-order it right now at toddburgess.com, and it's out on the 25th. And there are only 100 CDs, just 100, and I've sold a few of those in pre-order. But jump on those right now at toddburgess.com. I haven't sent out email or anything like that to my list, and haven't really plugged this yet, except for on these streams where I got very few people really watching these streams, as you can see. But I love doing this anyway. I love, I'd be playing anyway, but it's cool to have somebody out there. So yeah, and there's songs on there on the live at in Parkersburg, recorded last year on my birthday. Like I said, Picking a Lock's on there. My wife's favorite song's on there, which is just a lonesome song. Wood County Man's on there, and Change, and many others. Thanks, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for being here. Here we go. It goes like this. Taking pictures of you behind your back. I once was told that doing that would make things last longer. I long for this to last longer. 50 years have come and they have passed, but AARP ain't stopping me from wanting to be with you longer. I long for this to last longer. Anchors away, can't keep this thing at bay. Can't keep the beast in me away. I'm stuck inside my mind and I'm out of my head. After years of this, I'll admit this gift has gotten stronger. I long for this to last longer. I long for this to last longer. Anchors away, can't keep this thing at bay. Can't keep the beast in me away. Anchors away, can't keep this thing at bay. Can't keep the beast in me away. That's a true story. Hey, Richard in Baltimore, and Dolly next door. I never thought I'd walk in nice pants, never thought I'd care for romance, never thought I'd be getting my car insured because a kid might come put it in a fender. I never dreamed I'd stop dreaming, never thought I'd stop believing, never dreamed I'd be spinning a fend off a kid that might be offending my pretty fenders. My kind of town, it's a ghost town. Ghosts hanging around and scaring each other. Whoa. And no nice pants, no cars, no way. Nobody cares or thinks about the living days. That's my kind of town. I never thought I'd wear a silk tie. My eyes are bugging out like when bugs die. I never dreamed I'd be dreaming about older dreams while my eyes are descending on a tailor-knit seam. I never thought I'd be this crazy. Never thought I'd be so absolutely nuts. I never thought I'd be losing every bit of guts I gained in between a baby being weaned and a dirty mouthy teen. My kind of town, it's a ghost town. Ghosts hanging around and scaring each other. Whoa. No silk ties, no tailored seams, no way. And nobody cares or thinks about the living days. That's my kind of town. I always thought it'd be more thrilling. A lot of talking and a lot of telling. Not a bunch of never-beens. Digging out on Donovan and killing to be just like Dylan. I never thought I'd be so waxed up, so squeaky clean, I'd never show up when the photo's being taken. There's always too much light and it burns fake figures on the film now. Remember film? My kind of town, it's a ghost town. Ghosts hanging around and scaring each other. Whoa, boo. No lost souls, they'll always be found. Just dusty roads that are freedom bound. That's my kind of town. I never thought I'd wear a silk tie. The only way to live and lie down is to found my kind of town. And now's the time to get out the old banjo. Why? I don't know. Get those things out of my ears. When my well runs dry, a tear comes to my eye, but I hide it from the kids and try to let it go, 'cause they've no need to know how my water works. When it rains, it rains. When it stops the pain. When my water works. When my love's away, a darkness comes around and brings a shadow down. Thunder rolls around, lightning precedes sound, briefly brightens up the day. It just all works out okay, my water works that way. Life is humid and high, with daily lows, no doubt. Just spring a leak, cry it out, as dry days bring on a drought. Water it will. Life is humid and high, with daily lows, no doubt. Just spring a leak, cry it out. The dry days bring on a drought. Water it will. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, once again, thanks for the tips. I see I got a few tips here tonight. I really appreciate that. You just go to toddburge.com for my tip jar, or if you see a PayPal link down there somewhere in this thread, maybe there's one there. Is there one there? If not, I can easily put one here. I have the technology. But if you go to toddburge.com, it's actually a PayPal-driven thing. But here's a direct deal. Do I sound like I'm begging? I'm not. You don't have to tip me. You really don't have to tip me. but if you wanna, it's right there. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. You know, it's funny because I keep thinking I'd like to do a show. I'll get back to that in a minute. But I was in Morgantown just yesterday, and at a venue I consider to be the center of my musical universe. 123 Pleasant Street in Morgantown is where I went to school, and they're shooting some streaming shows there because it's I believe it's their 22nd anniversary of 123 Pleasant Street. Before that, it was the Nyabingi Dance Hall and the Nyabingi and the Underground Railroad. But I've played all those venues, all through the years. Since the 80s, I've played that space. It's sacred ground for me at 123. Anyway, I did a show there yesterday in front of a crew of 2, and it will air sometime, I think this weekend, a celebration for 123 and their 22nd year, I believe. So congratulations to LJ and everybody at 123 Pleasant Street. I'll let you guys know when that airs. I think it's Sunday. My set airs, and I'm thinking, tell me what you think. I started thinking, I could probably do a show. Last February I did a show at the Parkersburg Arts Center, and they only had 300 chairs there. You could in normal times you could put more than 300 people in that space, but I did it with Mike Morningstar and Johnny Statz and Michael Lipton and Dustin McCrae. Anyway. They had 300 chairs, so we called that sold out. But then I started thinking, geez, in November I'd like to do at least one show, and maybe you could space it out and do 100 people. And I start to get a little excited about that. Yeah, we could do a safe show, and then it starts to bother me, and I think. What if somebody were to get sick from that show? I just couldn't take that, because it'd be really hard for people to stay distant at a gathering like that. I don't see how that works. I don't see how this works at all. But so I don't know. You can weigh in on that if everybody was masked, maybe. But I'm tortured by it. It's not about me, of course. It's about everybody staying safe. That's what bothers me most. But okay, so I guess I'll do one more song here. It's getting to be about 9 o'clock. I'll close. Close this. Send this out to if Jim's still on there up in Canada. And I'll send this out to him. I wrote this over 30 years ago. It's another 63 Eyes song. And now I seem to want to play it every show I play, acoustic shows. I'm not playing any rock and roll shows, but this was written as a rock song. But called Never Alone. And thanks a lot, everybody. Really appreciate you tuning in and sending the tips. Next week is my all cover songs, and I'm bound to do some Dylan. I'll throw in some surprises. I'm going to do some Willie Nelson, maybe some Richard Thompson, Paul Simon, Aretha Franklin, I don't know, but and then the final Wednesday, as always, it's all requests. So send me your request. You can private message me your request. Yeah, and I'm more likely to receive the request. Have you ever been all alone and felt a sudden pull into darkness? Your head seems to empty out and you can't claim the slightest little sharpness. You are not alone, never alone. You are not alone, never alone. All the things you gotta have and people you wanna stab, guilt you just can't take. These streams are in your dreams, they flow through you like troubled water you can't navigate. You are not alone, never alone. You are not alone, never alone. There are characters in your scene, seeing the same things, losing the same things, tying the same noose, wanting to let loose. You are not alone, never alone. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate all the support, and see you next week, 8 o'clock, all covers. Okay. Hey, jump on toddbirds.com and check out. There's the new album that's coming out, the live album. It's right there at the top. You can listen to part of it, or you can pre-order it. If you're a download type person, you can pre-order it and get 3 or 4 tracks, or you can just listen to the tracks. They're on my site there, and I'm really kind of excited about this. So I hope you go over to toddbirds.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. Really do. See ya.